You know, when we think of strokes as happening, we think of them happening to older people. But 2 years ago, Bri Winkler, a meteorologist at KABC TV in Los Angeles, suffered a stroke at just 24 years old. Now, for the first time, she's speaking out about her ordeal and her mission to let people know stroke can hit anyone at any age. ABC's Cecilia Vega has a story.
She's a morning meteorologist at KABC TV in LA.
Twisting in the atmosphere,
keeping residents informed about the latest weather affecting their city. But what viewers don't know is that 2 years ago, when ABC 7's Bri Winkler was just 24 years old, she had a stroke.
I couldn't even let it process that I was having a stroke. I really didn't even know what that meant.
Winkler says she thought she was fainting.
The numbness spread to my face, then down to my arm and my leg. So then I had to get on the floor and crawl.
She says the entire left side of her body went completely numb.
And then I went to put on my workout shirt, and that's when I lost hearing out of my right ear. And then it spread. Next thing you know, I couldn't walk.
Doctors say strokes are unusual in young people, but they do happen.
Isn't it beautiful?
Malcolm in the Middle star Frankie Muniz suffered his first stroke at 26, another a year later.
I couldn't say words, and I thought I was saying them. And my fiance was looking at me like I was speaking a foreign language.
Muniz had what's called a mini stroke, when blood temporarily stops reaching the brain. In Bri's case, doctors found a blood clot in her brain.
Young people oftentimes don't recognize the stroke symptoms because they can't imagine that this would be happening to them. And because of that, they don't seek medical attention.
Of course it is shocking. I mean, I was so young. I view it as such a positive thing in my life because I do appreciate everything a lot more.
Today, Bri is back at work, rain or shine, giving her forecasts, and now sharing a story that she hopes encourages others to be on the lookout for signs of a stroke, no matter their age.
From here on out, I just want to spread awareness as much as possible.
For Good Morning America, Cecilia Vega, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And good for her for wanting to do that. Joining us now is ABC News senior medical contributor Dr. Jennifer Ashton. How prevalent is this strokes in younger people?
Well, as you said, we think of it more in older people, but to be clear, its incidence is increasing in younger people. 1 in 10 strokes now occur in people age 18 to 50 years of age. So it is important to understand that it's Stroke Awareness Month this May, and we need to remember that strokes can hit at any age, even infants.
That is kind of shocking. So what are the special risk factors for younger people?
Well, usually, George, we say the same things that are bad for the heart tend to be bad for the brain. So some strokes occur in people who have high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, who smoke. Sometimes it's due to a communication in the heart, which from one side of the heart to another. Sometimes it occurs in women on certain types of hormones, and sometimes we just don't know, which is why it's really important to know what the signs and symptoms are.
So, Jen, what are those signs, and are they different younger versus older people?
I mean, there are a lot of different signs, but the 3 big ones that everyone needs to be aware of. First of all, facial droop, the letter F. Secondly, arm, limb weakness or pain. We heard it with Bri. It was one whole side of her body. And lastly, speech problems, slurred speech. And be clear, this can save someone else's life. It can save your life. Call 911.
Yeah, I was going to say you should go straight to the emergency room.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Thanks, Jen.